I just can't stop talking about bad movies with this series, can I? I can't escape it. It's like a fungus that just keeps growing and growing and growing. Wonderful. But once I get them out of the way, I never have to talk about them again, which is the good thing. So, let's tear this piece of shit apart. What's up, what's happening, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, which is here for anything animation, including chainsaw-wielding maniacs chasing teenagers through the woods, and TV and movies. I'm your host, Jadson Small. Welcome to, once again, another entry into our return to 31 Days of Horror. And unfortunately, it's yet another Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and it's another bad Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Let's talk about the beginning, the prequel to the 2003 remake. Now, as I stated in my previous review in good length, I don't hate the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it is a good remake, and it deserves credit for trying something new. Unfortunately, though, they decide to make the last movie of this timeline a fucking prequel. And the one thing that I hate most about prequels is when they explain shit that doesn't need to be explained. There is one thing it explains that's actually kind of funny, but the rest of it, it's just like, well, what's the fucking point? Oh, I know the point. It's money. It's money. It's always fucking money. This movie is a pure fucking cash grab. Plain and simple. Because the 03 remake did pretty well at the box office and got decent reviews, they immediately rushed out another movie tied into that last one to try and make money off of it. Thankfully, it blew up in their fucking face, but at the same time, it ruined and ended yet another franchise timeline. And this one, arguably the shortest timeline in the entire series. Because it's only 2 movies, and that's literally it. Sometimes corporate greed just destroys good things. So let's talk about it. This is my review. It's pretty short, sweet, and to the point, not nearly as long as the last one, because this fucking piece of shit does not deserve the dignity of an in-depth review. Enjoy. Pointless. Completely and utterly fucking pointless. Yes, it has great gory kills and more Sheriff Hoyt, and we even get the backstory of Sheriff Hoyt, which is actually comedically darkly funny in a way that kind of harkens back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Not to mention, more Sheriff Hoyt is always a plus, because he is one of the best things, easily the best thing in this fucking shitty-ass remake timeline. But everything else about this movie is a huge downgrade. Pacing is agonizing, the human characters are even worse than the 03 one, and if you thought Jessica Alba was bad in her performance, wait till you see Jordana Brewster. Yes, Mia Toretto from Fast and Furious is in this movie as the main final girl, Chrissy, and she is one of the shittiest, most unlikable final girls I have ever seen in a horror movie. It screams paycheck. It literally screams fucking paycheck. Story is mediocre at best, explaining things that didn't need explained, has a side plot that goes pretty much nowhere, every character is acting frustratingly dumb, they're all just fucking slasher fodder. Runtime is too long yet again, and rewatchability is very, very low. Like, this is the first time I've watched this movie, and I want to say about 5-6 years, maybe. I don't watch it very often, because I don't want to force myself through it very often. This was a cash grab, plain and simple. It's another bad installment that killed off any potential left in this timeline. Huge fucking shame. When even Sheriff Hoyt can't save your movie, you know you done fucked up. And that's what this movie is. It is a colossal fuck up by corporate trying to bank off of the success of the 2003 remake. That wasn't even that good to begin with. And again, why is it a prequel? Why? You're explaining shit that doesn't need explained just to waste time and annoy the audience. explains why this timeline is only 2 movies, because you fucking killed it on the second try. Like, if you made this a sequel, and if you, like, made it continue after the events of what happened in the 03 movie, with maybe, like, a one-armed Leatherface having to chase people down by himself because most of his family's dead, that'd be really fucking cool, and new, and unique. But no, because you want to just do the same tired shit, you do a prequel that explains way too much, wastes time explaining said things that don't need to be explained, and you have arguably one of the worst batch of human characters in the entire franchise. And considering that Next Generation exists, that is fucking saying something. Final verdict for this piece of shit is a 3 out of 10. It makes me angry every time I watch it, because it just reminds me of the wasted potential that this timeline had. I may not have really liked that first movie that much, but it was at least something different. This is just regurgitating the same old shit, with terrible characters and awful writing to boot. Fuck this movie. I wish I could say it gets better from here, but no, somehow it gets even worse, because next we gotta talk about Texas Chainsaw 3D. Do you see now why I've been holding off talking about this franchise for so long? So many of these movies are fucking terrible. We'll talk about it next time. I'll see you then. Goodbye.